All right, this is your brother Issachar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstones who learn his truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing his word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Akwat that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled, We Don't Have Time to Be Depressed. All right? It's going to be entitled, We Don't Have Time to Be Depressed. Now, I got inspired to do this lesson because of this video that was put up by Apostle Rachaa. And this was put up a few days ago. As you can see, it says 4 days ago. And he pretty much was quoting Apostle Tahar. He was saying how at one time at camp, Apostle Tahar was going into how, you know, we don't have time to be depressed. Because pretty much Apostle Rachaa was talking about, you know, the brothers that's diligent. He was like, the ones that's diligent, those are more than likely the ones that's going to be part of the elect. And, you know, that's why the scriptures say make your calling and your election sure by showing diligence. All right. You keep putting up videos. You keep going out to the highways and byways. You keep teaching. You keep repenting daily, doing what you're supposed to do. More than likely, you are of the elect. Now, none of us don't know if we are part of the elect or not, but we know a way to make sure that we are part of it. All right. That's why the scriptures say make your calling and election sure. All right, so you got to give diligence. And he pretty much was going into how if you have the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai upon you, you ain't going to be thinking about being depressed. He was like, man, we ain't got time to be depressed. You know, and I know, and you know, like he said, everybody has different lifestyles. Everybody goes through a funk or whatever the case may be. And maybe certain things that just get you down in the spirit, but you realize, man, you got work to do. All right. Something may happen to the point where, like I said, some super devastating. It could be a relationship problem where you break up with your woman. It could be a thing where you lost your job, you know, so forth and so on. Something that could really just hit you in the spirit and it could just bring you down. Those type of things get you to the point where you just want to sit down on a couch and just pretty much marinate in your emotions. You ain't got time to do that, man, because you realize that there's a hopeful elect out there and they need to be edified, just like all of us. All of us need to be edified. All of us need this exhortation. All of us need to remember what we're grinding for. We're grinding so we can get on that chariot, man. This is why we look forward to watching the brothers' videos, reading the scriptures, so forth and so on, because this is our comfort, like the scriptures say. All right, these scriptures is our comfort, and we need this so we can stay motivated to keep pushing. And as you can see, this is the name of his channel, Apostle Rachat's channel. His channel is GMS Keep Pushing On. All right. So I'm gonna play the snippet right here so you can hear it from him, and then we're gonna grab a few scriptures. So I'm gonna put it on full screen and we get right into it.
About this truth, you'll be diligent. The brothers that are diligent, okay, the more than likely those are brothers that are more than likely of the elect. You know what I'm saying? Now sometimes brothers get so-called, what you call it, funks. A funk, like, you know, sometimes you get into a funk and you get, like a depression. You know, even people in the world know that phrase. Yeah, you know, I just been in this funk. You know what I mean? Like a depression or, hey, Apostle Tahar said this many years ago. But man, guys talking about they depressed. You ain't got time to be depressed. And that was such a prophetic statement. Back in New York, man, Apostle Tahar said that one time, one to camp. You know, we got time to be depressed because, first of all, man, these prophecies are coming down like Niagara Falls, this a waterfall that's constantly flowing. Just water stays moving, right? Water is constantly flowing. Hey, Bruce Lee said that. The water can crash, or it can flow, right? Be water, my friend. See? Water is constant. So that was a deep statement that even Bruce Lee made. Like he said, he was there, like as far as fighting, he was using the analogy of water to like fighting styles. You know, you gotta be adept as true. If you pour water in a glass, it becomes the glass. You put water in a teapot, it becomes, that's true. The water forms into any, if you pour a liquid into a certain type of glass, it's gonna form into the form of that. If you put it in a bowl, it's going to form into the form of a bowl. But water is constantly flowing, right? So, hey, it's true. That was spiritual. You constantly coming in. You go to the beach, the waves are constantly coming in. You go to a pond or a stream, it flows. It don't just sit there, it flows. You see? So we gotta flow. So we gotta keep moving, keep going. Like a waterfall, like the sea or the ocean. We gotta keep moving, man. You see what I'm saying?
So yeah, like I said, we got to keep moving. Just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. And the scriptures speak about, the fountain of living waters, which is this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right, it speaks about that. And Apostle Rachaa, of course, as always, always on point. We got to be like water, man. We got to keep flowing, keep moving, because we ain't got time to stop. And like you heard him say, he was like, man, you got to adapt to these situations, man. When you get in certain situations that get you down, you gotta pretty much just get out of it, man. Because the thing is that one thing you gotta realize is you always gonna feel like that regardless. If you really about this truth, you gonna be feeling down or upset or angry all the damn time, just because of the simple fact that you hate your life. We don't like it here. We hate our lives. We ready for a change. We get tired of being around these wicked people. We getting tired of being around this polluted earth. We just want to get out of it, man. We getting tired of being vexed in the spirit. Just being, just living in this damn earth, man. It vexes you every single day. So the thing is, yeah, you have to adapt, man. You got to adapt and just be like, you know what, fuck it. Look, I got stuff that I got to do. I get to be sitting around just because I feel down in the spirit. And like, nah, man, you got to get up and you got to work. You got to work, man, because if you really want to be on that chariot, like Apostle Ricard said later on in this video, you all can watch it. Like I said, this is his channel, GMS, keep pushing on, all right? Like he said later on in the video, he's like, look, if you really have the spirit of Yahushua upon you, you going to get up and do this work, man. You're not just going to be sitting around just because you feel like I'm just not in the mood for it. I don't have the spirit on me. Like, nah, man, you're going to get up and do this work regardless. Because we already know this is our main focus and this is our main goal, is to push this truth. Point blank period, man. All right. So now let's go into the scriptures. Let's get Job chapter 38, start at verse 1. It says, then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, who is this that darkeneth counsel by words without knowledge? Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. This scripture comes out a lot when it comes to us being built up as men within this truth. All right. The Most High himself, Yahweh, said, gird up now thy loins like a man. When you get into certain situations and you realize you got to take care of yourself, you got to protect your family, you got to do things and make sure that you stay level-headed. You got to do things so you can make sure that you never fall back. You going to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, man, I need to man up. Gotta man up. No matter what. You're not gonna be looking in the mirror and saying like, oh man, start crying out of nowhere, feeling all down, sitting down on the couch with a 12-pack of beer or something, being like a damn female. When they get into certain situations and everything like that, they always like to like they be showing in them shows, saying they'll get a bowl of ice cream, some whipped cream and everything to sit on the couch and cry all day and everything like that, because the majority of these females be in their damn emotions. You ain't no female, man. You ain't got time to be in your emotions. They always say it's okay for a man to cry or whatever, but look, man, we ain't got time for crying. We ain't got time for crying. We already upset. And truthfully, that anger should motivate you to push this truth even more, because this is a way, in a sense, this is a way of you, I don't want to say ranting, but I don't want to say unleashing either. It's a way for you to vent. There you go. It's a way for you to vent and teach at the same time, because, when you bring out certain scriptures, you relate to it. And then the next thing you know, you start speaking about certain things that you going through, and now you can get things off your chest while edifying at the same time. And that gets to the point where a lot of people will, agree with you. They'll agree with you. They'll relate to what you're saying. Then the next thing you know, you happen to bring in the hopeful elect. All right. So you got to gird up your loins like a man. All right. You got to man up. You just got to be like, look, man, I got stuff to do. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is first. All right. And then after that, everything comes after. Everything comes after the Most High. Let's get 2nd Ezra chapter 14. Go to verse 13. And it says, now therefore set thine house in order, and reprove thy people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. All right. We already know what the house represents. The house represents you, your spirit. You got to get yourself in order. All right. Especially now, because we already know that something major is going to pop off any one of these days. You know, if it don't happen this year, it's going to happen early next year, or it ain't going to go past next year. We already know that. We right there at the door, man. Just like Apostle Tahar said, he was like, he expects them to start talking about the MOTB within the next 6 months. So we already know something major is getting ready to happen. So we got to get ourselves in order and get right with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Verse 14, it says, let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. Anything that's in this world that's making you weak, you need to get rid of it. One of the things that's in this world is depression. Like he said, depression is one of the things that just get people down in the dumps. But man, you got to learn how to maneuver through that. That's why it's a very important thing to call on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You can ask the Most High to get that spirit up off of you, because at the end of the day, it's just a spirit that's on you to make you slothful, to make you doubt, to make you second guess yourself. And what does the scripture say? The scripture saying a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So the thing is, man, you got to let go from these mortal thoughts. You got to put off the weak nature, man. You got to get to it, man. You know, not to sound corny or nothing, but when Michael Jordan had that flu game, he had the flu or whatever, he still went out there, scored over 20 points, still won the game and all kind of shit. He had the damn flu. You got to be like that, man. You got to get to the point where you're just like, look, I'm going to work through this regardless of what I'm going through. Regardless of what I'm going through. That's just like, you know what I'm saying, you put in work at the gym and you've been putting in work, you know, getting back into it. You put in work for like a month. And you just like, yeah, man, I'm doing good. And out of nowhere, you having some financial troubles. And now you're not able to go back to the gym, or, you know, things got sidetracked. And now you just like, damn, man, you know, I really don't feel like hitting the gym right now because I'm just not in the mood for it. Then you stop going to the gym for like a week, and you notice that progress, man, you lose that progress super fast, because you already know how it is. It's easy to lose progress, but it's hard to gain it. All right. The next thing you know, you're like, damn, all that progress I did is gone just because I wanted to sit down and be weak. We don't have time for it. We don't have time for it. We got to bring out this truth. Verse 15, it said, set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. When you depressed or you going through stuff, those thoughts are heavy unto you. You got to set those things aside, man. You got to be like, look, I'm going to go through these things regardless. We under the curses. We living in hell. We in captivity. You going to go through bad times, man. It's guaranteed. Guaranteed. We're not supposed to be happy right now, man. The only thing that brings us happiness is these scriptures and the brotherhood. That's it. That's it, man. So you always got to prepare yourself for that. And that's what the scripture saying in Sirach, the 2nd chapter. Prepare yourself for temptation when you come to serve the Lord. Things are going to happen. Point blank, period. But you just got to fight through that. You got to fight through that and continue to bring out this word, man. Let's get 2 Timothy. We're going to get 2 Timothy chapter 2. Start at verse 1. Look what the caption say. Be strong, be strong. Verse 1, it says, thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Hamashiach Yahushai, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushai Hamashiach. Good soldier of Yahushai Hamashiach. Endure hardness as a good soldier. When you get ready, like I always say, when a soldier get ready to go to war, he knows in the back of his mind that he may not come back home, but he's going to go out there and fight anyway for his country, for his people, for his homeland, whatever the case may be. He's going to go out there anyway and represent. That's exactly what we're going to do in the spirit, man. We're going to go out there and be soldiers for Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man, no matter what we're going through. Letting people know that we are the Israelites. Letting the whole world know that Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the chosen people of the Most High. The Lord is getting ready to come back. He's getting ready to destroy this country, and he's getting ready to bring righteousness back upon earth. We're going to go out there and speak that word with I don't want to say with pride, you know, but we're going to go out there with that zeal, man. With the correct zeal, too. We're not going to go out there with the wrong doctrine. All right? We're going to go out there. We're going to be soldiers for the Lord. Verse 4 says, no man at war entangling himself with the affairs of this life. When you at war, you're not thinking about the affairs of this life, man. You're not going to let the things of this life get you down. It says that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. We out here to please Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai by doing this work because he have called us right now into this truth to be a soldier. And it says, and if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned except he strive lawfully. Come on, man. Come on, man. We striving for the masteries. When you strive for something, you're going to continue to do what you got to do, man. So you can be the best at it. We're going to be the best prophets, teachers, believers that we possibly can be, man. So the Most High can look at us and be like, you know what? Save them before those missiles hit, man. That's what we working for. Let's get one last scripture and close it out. Let's get 1 John chapter 5, verse 1. What it say? Overcoming the world. It says, whosoever believeth that Yahweh Shai is the anointed is born of the Most High. And everyone that loveth him that begat loveth him also that is begotten of him. Let's read it one more time. It says, whosoever believeth that Yahweh Shai is the anointed is born of the Most High. And everyone that loveth him that begat loveth him also that is begotten of him. By this we know that we love the children of the Most High, when we love the Most High and keep his commandments. For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. For whatsoever is born of the Most High overcometh the world. And this is the victory that overcometh the world, even our faith. When you have faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, that's going to get you to the point where you reach that victory and you're going to overcome this world. Ultimately, you're going to overcome this world by salvation, but you can overcome this world with faith, because once you realize and start meditating in the spirit about this truth, and then you go out into the world, this truth is going to help you be stable and maneuver through all the bullshit, man. Point blank, period. The truth is going to help you get in the correct spots, no matter what. So when if you're born, you sincere, if you really have the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai upon you, all right, you're going to overcome this world by faith. It says, who is he that overcometh the world, but he that believeth that Yahweh Shai is the Son of the Most High? This is he that came by water and blood, even Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, not by water only, but by water and blood. And it is the spirit that witnessed, because the spirit is truth, all right? So if you really in this truth, and if you really have the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai upon you, you're going to rehearse those righteous acts. You're going to continue to do the work, and ultimately you're going to overcome the world, all right? So everything that, you know, the apostle was saying in this video, of course, it's on point, man. This is why we give double honor to the apostles in the first place, all right? And this is why we watch the other brothers under them, because, man, it's been brothers, you know, there's a lot of brothers in this truth that been in here for, you know, 25, 20, 15, 10 years. You know, everybody, you know, is helping to bring in the hopeful elect, man. Everybody's out there grinding. So that's one thing you got to remember. You're not the only one that's going through things, man. Everybody is going through something. But the thing is, once you see those notifications pop up on your phone, like, yeah, so-and-so uploaded a video, you seeing them continue to do the work. So you should continue to do the same thing and be the same way. All right? Keep doing the work, man. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. So I hope this is edifying. So with that, I'm going to say, call Halayim, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa, Double honors to the apostles of the great millstones I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing his word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Aquat that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Ratazad, I'll be back with another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.